I look professional. Look at me. Look at all professional stuff. And we about to live our best life. We are about to live our best life. Okay. I am a retard. I'm really retarded. I don't have no sense. I don't have no chill. Last year, everybody was talking about living their best life. Well, I want that to continue, and I want this year to be the year that we live our best life mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, because that's what really matters. Living your best life. It's about that time. Like looking at my watch, and it's about that time.
When the club dress still on, what time is it?
Shut up!
What time is it though?
I said I'm living my best life. I said I'm living my best life. Made a couple M's with my best friends. Turned all my L's into lessons. You see the whip pulling up, it's like skirt. Dreams pulling up, I'm like skirt. I'm living my best life. It's my birthday, at least that's what I'm dressed like.
I'm like Big Pop mixed with Tupac. I'm like Machiavelli.
Hey you guys, it's Sharae, and first off, I want to tell you guys Happy New Year. Welcome to 2019. It's been a while since I've been filming some stuff, but this is going to be my first video for the new year. I had a lot of things on my mind that I wanted to talk about for the first video that I posted. This video, I just wanted to start off talking about something really, really important, and then also tell you guys what's going on with the blog and everything in the direction that I want to go in. So let's just get started. So what I really wanted to talk about today was the power of prayer. This topic is something that's been on my mind to talk about because it's so important to self-reflect and to see where you've been and see how far you've come. So just to give you guys a little run through of my past year, I went through a lot. I had my highs and lows. It started off really low, and then I just kept creeping up the mountain, and it started improving, and my life has just been improving ever since. So I really wanted to talk about the power of prayer because it's so beneficial to anyone, no matter what stage you are in life. So around this time last year, I had just left New Orleans. I had left California, moved back home. About a week later, moved to New Orleans, started working out there, and worked out there for a couple of months, and then I moved back to Baton Rouge because I just felt like my goals and everything that I was trying to do wasn't manifesting. I had made a vision board, and I was like, if I want to realistically accomplish these goals, then I have to really do what's best for me and really work towards these goals, because you can have these goals and you can pray on these goals, but if you don't put in the work to accomplish these goals, then it's not going to really go anywhere or get you anywhere. So I moved back home, and I was just going through a lot. I actually filmed a video a few months back just talking about some of my lowest points and the things that I went through. But one of the main things that got me through was going to church and prayer. Currently, I've been going through 21 days of fasting, and today is the last day, so I'm happy about that. But for the 21 days of fasting, one of the days I went to church. My mom wanted me to go to church early one morning with her. They do like prayer and worship for the 21 days of fasting, Monday through Friday at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I went with my mom. I really didn't feel like getting up there early because I'm not a morning person, but I went. And when I went, we had the worship, and then after the worship, we had these cards, these prayer request cards. So the Sunday before we started the fast, everyone had to write on a prayer request card and put it up on the stage at the church. So I wrote one as well as everybody else in the church. And we all put our cards, stacked our cards all over the stage and left them there, our prayer requests. So something that they were doing at this morning prayer and worship was everyone that was there would take a stack of cards that people from the church left on the stage, and they would pray over these cards. So I grabbed a stack of cards, about 6 cards, just looking over praying for each person, you know. And it was just so crazy because this one card stood out to me. It was written by a girl, and everything that was on her card, she had a list of things that she was praying for. And everything on that list that she was praying for was something that I was praying for around this time last year. And everything was something that just hit. It was so personal to me. She was praying for a job. She was praying for answers. She was praying to strengthen her faith. She was praying for an apartment. She wanted to improve her financial situation. A lot of the same exact things that I was praying for. And it was just so crazy to me because I was just like, wow. I was in this same exact place last year. And look at how far I've come. Majority, if not all of the things that I prayed for last year, I've received. And if I haven't received them, I'm on the grounds of receiving them, or maybe what I asked for, God might have had something better in mind for me. I wanted to make more money. I wanted to get a new job. I wanted my own place. I just wanted to get my life together. And I just prayed and prayed and prayed on it. And the doors just started opening for me, back to back to back, just opening. My faith, my faith grew. I became a member of the church that I attend. You know, I'm not perfect, but I just feel like in this past year, I've improved so much. And it's just so crazy because a lot of times God can bless us with everything that we've asked for, and we can be living in the blessing, but we kind of forget where we were and how much He's changed. Like we get what we have, where we are now, but it's just sometimes it takes something like that when you're praying for somebody else to realize, like, wow, like look at how far I came in just a year. It just, I don't know, it just was so emotional for me, and it kind of made me tear up because I'm like, wow, I know exactly what this girl is going through. Like everything on this card, she had more, you know, personal things. I prayed on that card extra hard because for somebody to be in that same low place that I was in around this time last year and just feeling hopeless and helpless, it just made me just realize the power of God and how real God is. That just goes to show that sometimes we're so wrapped up in our own world and what's going on in our problems that we don't realize that other people have problems too, and sometimes their problems can be way bigger. Or while I'm worried about this problem now, she's dealing with the problems I had last year that I thought I wasn't going to be able to overcome. That's what I really just wanted to talk about, because a lot of times people pray for things, but something that I heard a lot of successful people say is that you have to pray for preparation as well. Pray for the things that you want, but pray for the preparation when you receive them or before you receive them. Pray for the preparation for it, because you can pray for a house, or you can pray for a promotion at your job, or you can pray for a child. You want to have a baby. But the thing is, if you don't pray for preparation for all of these things that you want, you may get what you want. But the thing is that you might not be prepared for it. That's why a lot of people say be careful what you wish for, because you might get the very thing that you've been wanting, but you just might not be ready for it. So it's always important. You can pray for whatever you want, but pray for the preparation before you receive it and when you receive it, so that you'll know how to handle whatever it is that you're praying for. Because you could be praying, Lord, please give me this 5-bedroom, 3.5 bathroom house that's 2 stories with a chimney and a backyard and this, that, and the third, and a 3-car garage. But if you aren't prepared for that type of blessing, you get that house and then you're not able to afford it, and then so on and so forth. So just pray for preparation when you're praying for the things that you want, that God prepares you for everything that you're praying for. Another thing is, faith without works is dead. So you can pray and pray for something, but if you don't put in the work for it, then it's dead. I prayed for a job that allowed me to do the things that I wanted to do financially, and that also fulfilled me. But the thing is, you can pray for a job all you want, but unless you put the work in, A job is just not going to sprinkle into your lap unless it's just a miracle that happened. I had to put in the work. I had to go out and apply for jobs and send resumes and redo my resume over and over and over, and it was so draining and I was so tired, but at least I put my all into it. And it was getting to the point where I was about to give up. I was getting tired. I feel like I kept applying for jobs over and over and over and over again, but I just wasn't having any luck. It just wasn't working for me, but everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. So with that being said, like I mentioned, faith without works is dead. So this new year, 2019, a lot can happen in a year. A whole lot. Just take me for example. I went from bouncing around, not having a place, of my own to call home of my own, to having my own place and having a peace of mind and knowing that I'm able to support myself. I'm so grateful for everybody that supported me during the time where I was trying to get on my feet, but it's just the amazing feeling when you're able to get on your feet and take care of yourself. But yeah, a lot can happen in a year. This is the beginning of the year. Even if for this month you haven't really been all the way on track, you kind of veered off, you may have had some goals and you haven't been able to stay on track 100%, that's okay. You still got 11 more months. So January, just look at January like a tester month. You're trying to get back into your flow, or you're trying to get on the right track. But come February, we gotta go hard because life is too short. Whatever you wanna do, you need to start preparing and doing it now because tomorrow is not promised. I can really tell you that, like, a lot of times we feel like we have the rest of our life to live to figure out what we wanna do and to do things. But like I mentioned, tomorrow is not promised. I had a cousin that passed away this very month in 2019, the start of the new year, and I lost my cousin. So it just goes to show that tomorrow isn't promised. So while we're here today, we have to do what we want to do now. Sometimes I dread doing certain things, but I know what my end goal is, and I know what I want in life, and I know what it takes to get what I want. So if I know that I have to do X, Y, and Z, I gotta do X, Y, and Z to get what I want. So same goes for you guys. If you know that you really, really have dreams and aspirations to do something, now is the time because tomorrow is not promised. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about, the power of prayer and how a lot can happen in a year. So let's go hard for the rest of the year and let's really try to make 2019 the best that we've had so far. So that's all I had to say about that. Now I want to just kind of talk about my blog and the direction and everything that I want to do with that. So with my blog, I'm in the process of rebranding and I'm very, very excited about that. So I have changed my logo. My logo used to be like a pink, purplish color, and I just feel like it was really cute for the time being. But now it's been over 5 years since I started my blog, and I just want my blog to mature and grow as I grow and as my viewers and my subscribers grow. So I wanted to change the logo up, so I made it sparkly and gold, and I wanted it to be regal looking because my subscribers on YouTube and anybody that reads my blog, I consider you kings and queens, and I consider you my cousins. So that's something that I wanted to switch up. I feel like I want the presence of my blog to be more like a cousin, where we talk about everything, whether it's relationships, money, the best ways to save your money, the best ways to invest your money, budgeting, starting a business plans, starting a blog, different books I read, career advice, toxic relationships. I would love to talk about like different relationships with significant others and friends, and based off of things that I've experienced, what I've learned, how to spot a toxic relationship, credit, how to improve your credit score, things that hurt your credit. Like, I just want to constantly grow and educate myself on all of these different topics and educate you guys in the process as well, because I just feel like it's so many things that's so important that we overlook. And I just want this to be the year. You know, last year everybody was talking about living their best life. Well, I want that to continue, and I want this year to be the year that we live our best life mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally, because that's what really matters, living your best life. So of course I'm still gonna do the girly and trendy stuff, and I'm gonna do some fun stuff, celebrity inspired looks. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, then I did a killer Beyonce look, if I do say so myself, where everybody was tripping out. They said I look so much like Beyonce, and they thought I was Beyonce for a quick second. Like, you had to look real quick. They thought I was Beyonce. I did a little performance. You know, I not only had the look, but I had to get the moves. I can't do them as well as Beyonce, but I tried. So I'm gonna do more stuff like that with some celebrities that I like, and I love their looks, and I think they're popping, and some celebrities that have some signature looks. I'm still gonna do lookbooks and outfits of the day and things like that. But I really want to make my blog and YouTube channel more intimate and personal, because I want you guys to feel like I'm that big cousin, or that cousin that you can come to for advice, or if you want to laugh, or if you want to be inspired, or if you just want something that you feel like you can relate to. So that is the purpose of my blog now, where I can relate, educate, entertain, and inspire. I'm going to do some more serious topics and some more educational things, and I would love to have different people that's credible in certain topics come in and give you guys advice, as well as me. Things that they didn't teach us in school. All these different things that as we grow older and mature, these are the things that we're trying to focus on now. So like I mentioned, I still want it to be fun and entertaining. I want to have fun story times, crazy Cali stories. That's something that I want to do. I tell you guys all these crazy Cali stories that I had. I only stayed in Cali for 5 months, but I feel like I have stories for days. It's so many things that I want to talk to you guys about, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for a long time. But I just felt like I had to get myself in the right place in every way possible before I tried to start guiding others to get in the right mind frame, in their best state. So now that I feel like I'm in a better place, I can inspire you guys and motivate you guys to live your best life. So that is what I really want the direction of my channel to go in. So I'm looking forward to all these videos that I have to come. I want to do some panel discussions talking about fun things. Be on the lookout. I really, one of my goals was to try to do 2 videos a month. My fingers are crossed. January I started off a little slow, but I had a lot of things I was working on at once. I wanted to make sure that everything was in place and that my blog and YouTube channel reflects this glow up and this maturity and growth that I just wanted to exude. I have learned so much over these past few years, and I just want you guys to learn from my mistakes as well as me. And I want you guys to not have to go through some of the things that I went through. Even if you have to go through some of the things that I've been through, any type of way, I want you guys to be prepared and have the keys to know what to do or the best ways to get through them. So I have videos coming up, some stuff that I've already filmed, some deeper things, and I feel like a lot of people talk about different topics, but they don't come up with solutions. So that's what I really want to focus on as well, is coming up with solutions to some of the daily things that we experience in life, and just finding the best ways to get through so that we can live our best life. And I really hope that it's beneficial and it helps you guys. I want my blog to be more than just a fashion blog. I want it to be a lifestyle, and I want it to be something that anybody can come to, gender neutral. So whether you're male, female, whatever, I want you to be able to come here because we all cousins. Feel free to comment below. Give me some ideas for some videos. I already have a million ideas, but I would love to know some things that you guys would like to see, or you guys would like me to discuss, things that maybe you've experienced and you'd like to know how to handle it. Anything. I'm more than open to see what you guys would like to see, because I really just want to focus on our personal growth. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sierra Sharae. So make sure you follow my Instagram pages. So I have Sierra Sharae and Sierra Sharae Style. So on Sierra Sharae Style, I want to give you guys some stylish little looks for less. Believe it or not, I got this blazer from Target. And it was a $34 blazer that I got for $17. I feel like anybody has style and anybody can put a cute look together. But to put a cute fashionable look together on the low, that's a whole different story. So that's something that I really, really want to share with you guys, because since we're going to be living our best life this year, I want us to be able to look our best for less. And also, like I said, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because that's the only way that you're gonna know every time I post a new video. Because I really plan on giving you guys so many good videos. I have so many things in mind. I have some collaborations with some other bloggers that I've been discussing that I wanted to do. So I have a lot of things in mind, and I just can't wait. This is stuff that I've been working on for so long. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, do